Are you actually doing exercise or just addicted to your fitness tracker? I am not kidding, because a lot of people, they want to buy their fitness tracker or different types of smartwatches to just monitor their health. Now, monitoring health data is not sufficient to become healthy. Just doing your exercise and your action is actually important. People just try to monitor their sleep pattern, how much they slept, and what is their REM sleep, different types of sleep stages, and how much time they used to sleep. But this is not important, my dear friends, because if you just busy to monitor your health record, to monitor your sleep, to monitor your workout, then there is a problem, and the problem is anxiety. I mean, smartwatch can be helpful for athletic person or some very important players who actually want to hit their particular goal, or it can be helpful to detect atrial fibrillation, which is cardiac arrhythmia. And I mean, it is important to tell that a lot of smartwatch, they able to detect their atrial fibrillation and pulse and sp2. But I am also telling you that you can measure your pulse manually also, and you can measure sp2 as well. There is pulse oximeter, medically grade pulse oximeter is also available in the market. I can give link also, and which cost around 1000 rupees or less than that. Or if you want to buy expensive, they're also 1500 to 2000 rupees. So there is no need to buy expensive smartwatches to just monitor your pulse rate and SpO2. And doing exercise and monitoring your health record, there are these are two things, two separate things. You don't think that just monitoring your record will help you to stay healthy. It might work or might not work. Why? Because a lot of people nowadays, the trend is that a lot of people, they just by their fitness tracker, they set their goal that 1000 steps per day, and they, or whatever, 5 kilometers per day or 10 kilometers per day. It does not mean that you just want to walk 5 kilometers per day. If there is 5 kilometers 200 meter, then what is the problem? It does not mean that 1000 steps per day just you just hit the goal, that 1000 steps per day. If it is 1200 steps, then what is the problem? If it is 900 steps, then what is the problem? You are trying to be too much perfect, and too much perfectionism is the problem. Too much perfectionism is the actual imperfection. Why? Because if you want to be too much perfect, you are human, you are not a robot. You are trying to be kind of robot. Robotic lifestyle is a problem. So you want to be too much perfect, and it is your so that you becomes too much anxious. If you monitor your health record too much, and a little bit amount of deviation creates you anxious, then it will develop anxiety. It will be another problem. So it does not mean that whatever your expectation is, you always fulfill this expectation. So exercise is difficult. I mean, exercise is very much important. Everyone knows that exercise is important. It helps your cardiovascular health. I mean, your heart. It is good for your heart. It is good for your mental health. You becomes happy if you do exercise. Endorphin releases in your brain, and then your digestive system as well. If you exercise, then you can digest properly. Then also your musculoskeletal health. Your it is exercise is good for your bone also, your muscle also, and for bodybuilders who want to build their bodies. But exercise, particularly, I am not telling about any specific exercise. I mean, general exercise is sufficient. Suppose walking, brisk walking. I mean, if you walk half an hour or 1 hour per day, it is okay. Half an hour is okay per day. And then a little bit amount of jumping, jogging, running, these are actually important. Now, if your goal is to build your body or become a bodybuilder, then you need to go for resistance training, or uh, then you need to go for professional exercise. Otherwise, for general health purpose, whatever I have told you, that running, walking, jogging, these are okay, cycling. But I am telling you what is the situation. Current situation is people don't walk so much. If they go to market, then they go with the help of car. Always they use car or any online cab like Uber and so many cab services. They rarely walk nowadays. This is the problem. If they go to office, okay, it's understandable that if you go to office, then there is a concern of time management, so it is okay. Otherwise, if you go to any places, then try to walk, which is very much important, or cycle. Cycling is also another important exercise, so it will help. It is not required to set your alarm, to set your timer, to watch every time, that whether you want to hit 500 steps, 700 steps. Don't obsess with numbers. This is the problem. Don't obsess with numbers, just go and work out. Because in previous time, when there was no smartwatch, no trackers, then people used to be healthy. So working is actually important. Action, taking action is very much important rather than just monitoring. And if you always think that why you are not able to sleep, if you always monitor you sleep, then you cannot sleep. Then you become insomnia, because anxiety, too much anxiety will causes reduced sleep rather than improvement of sleep. So this is another important concern. Nowadays we have smartphone is, I mean, very much important nowadays, because for calling someone, for texting someone, to see this video, whatever you are seeing this video on your smartphone, and for so much communication purpose. Although it should be used intentionally, purposefully, it should not be used without any purpose. You should not just scroll one reel and another reel one by one without any purpose. So it should be used purposefully. So one smartphone is understandable nowadays, and then another devices like your laptop or desktop for professional persons, for their professional activities. So these two devices are okay. But rather than these two devices, if you have any another extra devices like your smartwatch, tablet, and all these other extra devices are unnecessary and creates too much distraction, because you constantly check. Now there is no need to. So if you actually feel that you have requirement of fitness tracker, if you are a professional bodybuilder or professional player, then it is okay, there is no problem. And otherwise you can, it is not necessary to buy fitness tracker. You can be healthy without fitness tracker also. So what you need to understand is action, not just number. Don't obsess with numbers, take action. So thank you for watching this video.